Welcome back to another video as I continue my journey through the horror films of the 1980s. I'm sad that I wasted my freaking time. Freaking? Great, this movie so bad I forgot how to curse. Mongrel was a 1982 film directed by Robert A. Burns. Robert A. Burns, if that name sounds familiar, he was the art director on the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I believe he worked on films like The Howling and others, but you know, his art direction in Chainsaw Massacre with all the skeletons and the chicken bones and how that house looked in the original Chainsaw Massacre is great. The only other notable thing about this, it has an early performance by Mitch Pileggi, who I love that actor because he starred in Shocker, an all-time favorite of mine, directed by Wes Craven, where he played Horace Pinker. So good in that movie. He would also go on to play Skinner, the assistant director of the FBI who looks over Mulder and Scully on the X-Files TV show. And Mitch Pileggi has a supporting role here where he's playing an ass. He's doing a good job playing an ass. But the movie itself, I don't even know what the hell to say about this film. What's funny, there's two like VHS covers you can find on this movie. One is a picture of a dog with 3 heads. I don't know what the fuck that has to do with this movie. Because there ain't no damn creature with 3 heads in this fucking flick. So that VHS is complete, utter false advertising for shit. For shit? Yeah, because I'd rather force shit out than talk about this fucking flick. Now that I got my fucking cursing back, I continue with the fucking review. This is a piece of fucking shit. And it's funny, it gets a low rating on IMDb, but then when I looked up reviews on YouTube, pretty much everyone praised the film, and to each their own, but I don't get it. You feel free to explain to me. I don't get it. The movie itself, this guy goes to this boarding house, a guy named Ken. He enters the house, meets a guy who will be our lead character named Jerry. Jerry is a socially awkward guy. He gets picked on a lot, but he becomes friends with Ken and back and forth. In this boarding house, you have tenants, one of them being Mitch Pileggi, who's an ass, one of them being this guy with a cum catcher mustache. And the boarding house is able to only have one dog. It has this asshole dog. So the asshole dog one day breaks his chains and attacks someone, and Mitch Pileggi shoots it. Great, you don't see anything graphic, it's just you shoot it and then cut back to the dogs on the ground. So Jerry talks with this lady. A lot of talk and dialogue. I just trying to develop characters, but these characters ain't worth a fucking penny, let alone a dime, a nickel, or a quarter. They ain't worth the characters ain't worth the sweat off my balls. So there's not much to say about them. Mitch Pileggi and the guy with the cum catcher mustache, they play a prank on Ken, where they say, hey, this lady wants to meet with you. And the guy goes in and pulls back the covers, and I believe it's the dead dog. Yes, the dead dog. And the guy freaks out, of course, and it leads to him accidentally being electrocuted. And of course the lead guy is distraught about this because it was really his only friend. And so Jerry, he's distraught about it. And after that, he starts having nightmares. He starts hearing dog growls. And certain people start getting attacked. The guy with the mustache, he gets attacked, or more like killed by POV. Yeah, death by POV, because it's really just, here's the POV, Imagine this is the camera and it's going towards me, and that's as far as the attack goes. And then you see a little bit of aftermath. A cop comes by because you have a guy who got electrocuted by these two dumbasses accidentally doing it. Then this guy got killed by what looks like a dog. And Jerry tells about how he heard a dog. And then he has nightmares, so he sees these visions. Then Mitch Pileggi goes missing. And someone goes down into, I think, the basement, and I can't remember if it was the basement, but Mitch Pileggi's body falls out, so he's dead. And you come to find out that it's not a dog. The lead character, for some fucking reason, is acting and growling like a dog. It even does a grrr, 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 grrr. And he chases down and kills a couple people in the boarding house. And you're like, what the fuck is this shit? Is he possessed by the ghost of the dog? No, don't think so. Because the movie never goes into that territory, although it might as fucking well. Oh, another actor, Aldo Ray. He's an actor who's been in quite a few other stuff. He has a couple scenes as a guy who owns the boarding house, and then he's the guy who kills the lead at the end with a shotgun, saying, "That's the goddamnedest thing I've ever seen. You and me both, buddy." Because it ends with, you know, the lady talking with the lead. The lead gets upset. The lady goes in the bathroom, sees some blood, gets out, and the guy's growling. It's not fucking scary. A guy going. It's fucking silly and foolish and stupid. A guy acting like a fucking dog. Punching the fucking mic with my head and my lips. Because I'm dumbfounded. And I don't know why the fuck he acts. Because there was a point where the dog growled at him. And because that one dog died, so all of a sudden you start acting like a fucking dog. When your wannabe butt buddy gets killed. And then tries to attack the lady and gets shot by Aldo Ray. And then he says that line and the movie ends. And I mentioned earlier there were 2 VHS covers. Again, when I say that story, the one cover where it's a dog with 3 heads, do you see why the fuck that would be on the VHS cover? Just to blatantly lie to your ass. The other is like a guy's face, but then in the middle is like a dog's snout. So I guess in retrospect that's a cover that kind of makes sense to the movie. Because it's a dog in a guy's body. But not literally like Freaky Friday or whatever, but it's just I mean, the funny thing is when you look at the title Mongrel and you look at the VHS covers, it makes you think it's going to be a killer dog film. But it tried to be something, I guess you could say, different. But at this point, it's stupid. I'm fine with things being different, but if it's stupid, it's stupid. It's fucking dumb. And other than Mitch Pileggi having a few fun moments as an asshole, the rest of the actors are piss poor. The characters, you don't know much about these characters. They like to fucking talk a lot, but you don't know anything about them. Like maybe get some clues which to lead up to why the fuck this guy starts to act and growl like a dog and kill people like a dog. What's next? He's going to piss on the fucking fire hydrant? The music, I don't remember a damn thing. The production values are fairly low. It's a very low body count. I mean, what? The guy with the mustache, Mitch Pileggi, like 2 or so people. Most of them are killed off screen or via POV. So you're not really getting much for gore. You get a couple aftermath that has a little bit of blood and stuff in them. After they killed the dog at the beginning, Mitch Pileggi gets a puppy, and later on he finds the puppy is dead. So that's probably the goriest part of the movie, is that aftermath. I mean, why not, here's an idea, why not just have a killer dog movie, but it takes place in the city, takes place in this boarding house, whatever, and Mitch Pileggi is your lead, whether it be a cop or whether it be just a guy who lives there. Much like Robert Forster in Alligator, I can see Mitch Pileggi having that same charm and likability, but still has that solid acting stature that Robert Forster has. But, and have Mitch Pileggi fight against a killer dog. Or hell, have the fucking 3-headed dog from the other VHS cover killing people and have Mitch Pileggi fight that. Hell, would have been better than this crap. This is a film that deserves to be fucking neutered. But I don't know what else to say. And Robert A. Burns' idea, you would think him being the art director of the original Chainsaw Massacre, maybe the sets will look, not the sets, the set. You think the set would look creepy, eerie, moody, off-kilter? But no, it's just a bare, lazy, plain-looking boarding house. So even the art direction, this is the guy's bread and butter, and the art direction was, that ball was dropped onto my balls. So yeah, I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. This movie sucks. If you like the film, to each their own. You can feel free to display me in the comments as to why. This has a low rating on IMDb. It deserves to be even lower. Can't believe I wasted my fucking time on this movie. But now I know, and no one's half the battle. Yo, Joe!